How's it howling, everyone? Vin Wolf here, and oh boy, has there been a lot going on in Smash recently. First of all, I want to apologize to anyone who may have been confused by my sudden lack of video content recently. I was doing videos pretty much every day for the first 2 weeks I started the channel, and now I'm just doing them when I can. I recently got a new job that I've started. I am working hard at it. I'm enjoying the work, but unfortunately that's meant that YouTube has kind of had to go onto the back burner. I love making videos. I like discussing content. I like putting my thoughts out there, even if it's been to less than warm reception. But still, I enjoy doing it. I want to continue doing it, but priorities. YouTube is just a hobby, so it's kind of had to stay at that. So yeah, unfortunately, that's how it's going to be. I am going to endeavor to get 2 videos out a week at least, one Monday, one Friday, kind of start the week and cap off the week. When I can, I will be uploading videos on Wednesday as well, but again, right now I'm going through some licensing and some other things, so I may not be able to start doing Wednesday videos for a while. But until then, I'll do what I can. I'm at least going to get something up Monday and Friday if I can swing it. So now with all that out of the way, I know why you're all here, because of the thumbnail that I put up there. Probably. Hey, you don't have a copy of the thumbnail yet, do you? So last weekend we had 2 huge drops that came upon us, and it's taken me a while to get to them because of the reasons I've already discussed, but here they are. First of all, we had a leak from Amazon, of all places, concerning the box for the Ultimate version of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the pre-order thing. The one that gets you the awesome steelbook and the remote control. And oh dear, I need to go and switch my pre-order from the standard to the Ultimate version. Second thing that we got was a leak from what seems to be the most reliable source for Smash content these days. Das Vergben, or Das Vergben, or I don't speak German, I'm Dominican. So basically we're going to break it down into 2 forms for today. We're going to discuss the leaks, what they are, and then my own personal thoughts about them. So let's do it. So starting off, we're going to discuss the Amazon box leak first, because that is what happened first last weekend. And here we go. Here we go, put that up on screen. So Amazon revealed this box concerning the pre-order for the Ultimate Edition of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, for those of you who don't know, yes, it is official and confirmed. If you pre-order this particular bundle, which I believe is about $80, then you not only get a copy of the game and this awesome piece of art, but you also get a steelbook cover for the game, as well as the Smash Bros. Ultimate Pro remote, which is a good deal, and I really need to go and get that switched over as soon as possible. Now, in this leak, you'll notice 2 particular things with this box. First of all, we get some awesome art on the front of the box, but look to the right. We see a very few, very certain characters on this side of the box. Starting with the top row, you have Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, Jigglypuff, Peach, and Daisy. Second row is comprised of Bowser, Ice Climbers, Roy, Sheik, Chrom, and Mr. Game & Watch. Then Meta Knight, Pit, Dark Pit, well, you see them all, you know who they are. Bottom row, I am going to finish off though, is Ridley, Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont, King Rule, and 2 empty slots. And that is relevant for a reason we're about to get to. Starting off, one of those empty slots could probably safely go to Isabelle, number 68, who is confirmed as a unique fighter. Wow, I don't know why I thought well, it was obvious why she would have been an Echo fighter, but whatever. So the popular theory, for all of those of you who are wondering why I'm bringing this up, is that on the other side of the box you would naturally have all the other characters. And with this, you would have an empty slot on the left side of the box. On the right side, putting Isabelle into one of those slots, you also have 1 slot. This has led people to believe that there are only going to be 2 new characters revealed, most likely Incineroar and Ken. That is the popular theory, but we'll get to that later. Now, with this theory, I personally have a couple problems. Not the idea that we are only getting 2 more characters. I mean, after they revealed King K. Rool, they could have stopped altogether and I would have been happy with the lineup, so I'm not complaining about just 2 more characters being revealed. But it's the way this box is designed and the theories that have erupted from it that I have problems with. First of all, look at the placing of the characters here. It's chaotic, confusing, and just nonsensical. Why would they go with this strange pattern? Other than the original game having 8 original fighters, 4 more that you can unlock down the line, it really just makes 0 sense. Now, there are theories that the original 8 will be grouped together on the back of the box, which would cause even more problems, but we'll get to that later. My second problem is that if they're going for the lines at 6 fighters per lines, why not have all the fighters from the first game take the top 2 lines? And what I mean by that is the top line on the left side of the box and the top line on the right side of the box. The original game did start originally with 8, yes, but you could unlock 4 additional fighters, making 12 total. In fact, you can see these 4 unlockable fighters on the top row of the right side of the box: Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, and Jigglypuff. It would be perfect to start the first line on each side of the box with the original fighters and continue to list them from there. Third issue: if the fighters are on the side, what's on the back? It doesn't make a lot of sense to have all this and then what are they going to put on the back, like gameplay shots or something? I don't buy it. Now, like I mentioned before, there are those who believe the original 8 will appear on the back of the box, but then that presents its own concerns. Chief among them is the fact that Samus has an Echo Fighter. And as we look on the box, what do we see? Well, let me point them out to you. First of all, you have Roy, and right next to him, Chrom. You have Pit, and right next to him, Dark Pit. You have Simon, and right next... Okay, you get the point. So if this is the pattern that we're seeing here, how would that work for Samus if she were unique and on the back of the box? Not to mention that on the left side of the box, this would probably mean we have over an entire row that's empty. My fourth and really just my final point with all this is the fact that Sakurai is smarter than this. He wouldn't be releasing this box and deliberately give away how many characters were left. Now, granted, yes, he has said there aren't going to be too many unique newcomers to the new Smash Ultimate, which I get. Bringing everyone back from the previous games was already a trial in and of itself, but still, he wouldn't just deliberately give this away. Not to mention that all these characters could be shifted and moved and resized as necessary. There's no real information with this box to give us any room to believe that there's only 2 more fighters coming in or that there's 10 more fighters. It could very well be a number somewhere in between them. We just don't know yet. I think my biggest thing with this though is that it's just so weird how they set up these characters. Of the first game, the unlockable characters are shown on the right side of the box, but the original 8 are on the other side, the left side, and they're all grouped together. Now, going with this 6x6 pattern, then you would have 2 of the original 8 starting the second row on the left side of the box. For that, why not just wrap it around so the original fighters are on the top lines? It just feels really wonky to me, and if I'm being honest, I think we're going to see this change over time. Second point to be brought up today is the leak presented by our favorite, VergeBen. Yay! Now, last weekend, VergeBen went on GameFAQs and posted this little note that I will read for you guys. The Gen 7 Pokemon that isn't Decidueye, Lycanroc, or obviously not Mimikyu is Incineroar. I finally heard that it is Incineroar from all my main Smash sources, so there you have it. As for the roster, in the very least, Incineroar and Ken are left. I've had people tagging me non-stop for the last day or 2 about the box theory, so I will address that. I have been in contact with my sources about it. There's no confirmation as of this moment whether or not that will be it for the launch roster. I guess I might as well end by saying that if you think this game won't be supported further after launch, well, that's not a smart assumption to make. The Square Enix character that I heard about is an interesting exception in all of this when it comes to the box theory, and my knowledge of there being a character of theirs comes from someone who's never had a habit of being wrong. Even if that really is all for lunch, it's not the end. For the time being, it's a waiting game. They're going to contact me if they hear any contradictions or information they can offer that confirms or denies the box theory. Now, originally when I was writing this script, I certainly thought that would be it, but we did hear something very, very recently from not only VergeBen, but another leaker who has gone on record. Now, this particular leaker, who goes by the name Senjogahara Hitagi, is someone I've never even heard about up until today, a little bit earlier today before I started recording even. But this is essentially the information that he has. Smash 5 is gonna have some wacky crap with characters, man. One Square Enix character, new Pokemon character, Isabelle from Animal Crossing, and a Minecraft character. Yeah, you heard that right. A Minecraft character. Smash is officially a kid's game. I have other stuff, but I don't want to write an essay, lol. Now what's really telling about this particular leak is what happens later on down in this same thread. Later on in this thread, we have someone's calling BS, you're mostly just copying Vergaman, to which this guy replies, Vergaman and I have talked, and we have different sources from what I understand, but also have some of the same info. I know things that he doesn't and vice versa. I've also said things he hasn't, so there's that. If you don't believe me, then whatever, lol. And of course, this is immediately followed up with 2001 Serpent who tagged Vergaman asking if this guy was real or a fake. Now this is about the point where it goes from 0 to 50 because, of course, Vergaman responded. Yes, at least from what I've seen and can tell. There is a connection somewhere between what I have heard and Senjogahara Hitagi hears. Like they said, I know some things they don't, they know some things I don't. But it seems to meet in the middle at times. So wait, do you confirm that Steve is in, or is it just a possibility? How likely is it? Das Vergaman, in a final note on this, says, I personally heard the Minecraft content is a stage and or assist trophy, but possibly a character from my main Smash source. Outside of the main Smash sources, I have had sources of other things, and contacts tell me they've heard murmurs of Steve being playable. So there is very possibly something to him actually being playable. I won't claim it myself until I hear it from my main Smash sources, but it is something I have heard from others. Between them hearing there's possibly a Minecraft character and others saying they heard about Steve, there may be something to it all, and the Minecraft content I heard about is more than just a stage and or assist trophy. So let's go ahead and start unpacking these leaks. So at the very least, we are definitely getting Incineroar and Ken. There is a Square Enix rep that will be revealed, whether pre or post launch is yet to be determined. And it looks like we're probably going to be getting a Minecraft character. Not something I'm particularly crazy about, but you know what, it is what it is. I'm neither here nor there about it. Now this is all made even more interesting by the fact that CoroCoro magazine recently went on record and stated that there would be 108 levels. 108 stages to play on, holy crap, and that's before the Omega mode and the Battlefield mode, and whew, boy, Nintendo's really working themselves to the bone over this. As far as Incineroar goes, I've kind of gotten used to the idea that he's probably getting in and that we're not going to get Decidueye. I mean, it's not something I'm particularly happy with, but on the flip side, I'm also kind of just meh about it, I guess. I mean, there are other characters that will be available for play, and who knows, after a little bit of time, I may end up enjoying playing as Incineroar. So, I'm okay with that. Ken, yeah, he makes a lot of sense, no surprise there. Now, the Square Enix character. I've already covered 2 Square Enix characters on my channel, links in the description so you can go check those out, by the way. And I definitely feel like it's going to be one of, if not both, of these characters. Now, one I definitely see getting in for DLC. These particular characters are, to no surprise to anyone, either Geno or Sora. Now I know most of the community has totally written off Sora as someone who is never going to happen, but I believe he's got a lot more going for him than most people realize. You want the details, click that little eye icon up in the top right corner and you can check out my video covering Sora. Geno, definitely the fan favorite. He's the one that Sakurai has been trying to put in since Brawl, so it would be absolutely no surprise to see him make it into the base roster. Sora, if he gets in, he's probably going to get in as DLC, but it's definitely going to be one of these two, if not both of them. Alternatively, there are other characters like, say, Chrono that could get in. I know he's sort of the legacy character for Square Enix, but it's not like we're going to see any random oddballs like the Brave Fencer Musashi. So either of these definitely make a lot of sense. Getting Minecraft representation? Hey, you know, Minecraft was probably one of the original big indie games to make it. Microsoft is very heavily involved in Minecraft these days, and you know what? If Minecraft gets in, that leaves more room for Banjo and Kazooie to make it down the line. Probably as DLC, so that's a point in their column actually. More to add on to this though is that it really is just telling how close to the deadline we're getting here. We still have a little bit less than 3 months before the game finally releases, but there's still so much that we don't know. There's of course the rumored Spirits mode, which has been discussed time and again. There are still at least 2 characters that have yet to be revealed. If we're to take these leaks at face value, we're looking at as many as 4 minimum. And then there are all these other characters that have been removed or still have really good chances that we haven't even heard about yet. For example, Shadow, he has gone missing as an assist trophy and we still haven't heard a peep about him. I still haven't even done a video about him, and I should probably get to that before, you know, we get too much further in. Skull Kid, another one who has gone missing. Shantae, a massive fan favorite from what I can tell, one that a lot of people really want to see in. Awesome character, I would like to see her in too. And just so many other people. Isaac from Golden Sun, Banjo and Kazooie, who I brought up earlier. There's still plenty of characters from Nintendo to choose from. In fact, it's what's most interesting about this Smash is the lack of first-party IPs that we haven't heard about yet. What about Rex and Pyra from the new Xenoblade 2 game, which did very well for itself? The latest IP that Nintendo is really pushing hard for, ARMS. We could see Springman and or Ribbon Girl coming in. There's just so much left to be revealed. We've got a little over 2 months before the game releases, and there's rumors of a new Smash Direct right around the corner. The most popular date that I'm seeing right now seems to be October the 8th, so keep an eye out for that, but there's still a lot more to be discussed. And that's not even just Smash. There's also new content coming to the channel. I'm going to be branching out a little bit. I've been doing so much Smash and a little bit of Nintendo here and there with the Directs, and I think it's time to branch out a little bit. Now, I am going to continue to cover Nintendo-based content. I've got an interesting crossover video that I'm working on I think would be really cool. Personally, I just did it because I thought it was a lot of fun to think about, and I'm going to put it out there, see what y'all think. But things to look out for in the future. I have got a video about Five Nights at Freddy's coming out. Just a little side note in the step there. I've got an idea with Splatoon that I'm toying around with. Jeez, I really do a lot of Nintendo content. I've just started. I don't want to be just a Nintendo tuber. I want to reserve the right to be whatever kind of tuber I want, dagnabbit. So also, the new PS1 Classic just been announced recently. You know I'm going to do something on that. I grew up on a PlayStation 1. It was my first console. Definitely going to talk about it. But until all those brain thoughts and brain children and ideas come out and get plastered into my editing software, I'm afraid that's all I got for you guys for now. You can look forward to the future and all the things coming if you guys want me to continue talking about Smash characters. I've got one big video I'm really planning on here. But if there are other characters that you think have a decent shot, go ahead, let me know in the comments. Regarding the people who have put requests in the past, I am still working on those. They will come out in a video at some point, so just bear with me a little bit longer, please. Please don't unsub. Please stay with me. I will see you all in the next video, but until then, each and every one of you, I hope y'all stay blessed.